This is our Creating the Impossible call. All of us on this call, all of us coaches have created the impossible in our own life, and we're so excited to share with you guys some of our favorite tools that have helped us do that. I am Jen Hatch. I am the Director of Self-Coaching Scholars. So my impossible goal was to 5 times my income, and it seemed completely impossible. And then in September of 2020, I achieved that.
My name is Dex Randall. When I'd been in Scholars for about 3 months, I was cycling down to the beach one day and a car suddenly came across the front of me. And as soon as I got into hospital, they told me, well, you're going to be here for 12 weeks. And then they said to me, well, and probably going to be about a year before you can learn to walk properly again. My impossible goal became to learn to walk again after being basically hit by a car. I used all of the skills I'd been learning for the 3 months that I'd been in Scholars to accelerate my recovery way beyond anything that the surgeons suggested was going to be possible for me.
I had this dream that, maybe one day I'll work for the Life Coach School as a coach full time and I'll get to leave my full-time job. But it was really a dream. I didn't really see that that was even possible for me. It was more of like a one-day thing. January came, February came, and I said, you know what? I really want to commit to having a goal to leave my full-time job and become a coach with the Life Coach School and work in my own business. I realized that the biggest gift I could give myself was just having my own back each and every step of the way. If you're willing to make mistakes, you're willing to fail and have your own back, then there's pretty much nothing that you can't do.
My name is CAROLA FUERTES. I had taken a sabbatical year from my corporate job. And at the end of that sabbatical year, I realized that I didn't want to go back to working full-time for a company. And I wanted to replace that income with something that I really, really enjoyed doing. 2019, I started working as a coach for self-coaching scholars. And this year, I achieved that goal of replacing my corporate income with working as a coach. I promise you that if there is a will, there is a way, and you are completely capable of achieving anything that you want. And this is what we are all going to teach you about.
When I looked at my impossible goal to 5 times my income, I immediately thought that the next month, that's when I had to achieve that goal. But when I took a step back and just decided, I don't need to know how that's going to happen. I just need to do what I know next. The next best step in getting to that goal. What feels believable to me now that I can start taking action towards.
When people tell you no, they tell you you can't do something. That's not a fact. It's just an opinion. It's just their thought. And I decided that I had a different thought. Right from the beginning, I visualized myself being able to walk on the beach again. And in fact, I'm a runner and I visualized myself being able to run on the beach, even though they told me I would never run again. I lived in the future self, the future me who'd already made a full recovery. The brain is always looking for negative evidence. It's always looking for what might go wrong, what has gone wrong, what is wrong. And so I looked intentionally for the positive evidence of what was going right. And I never lost faith that it was all going to work out in the end. They said I would never run again, but this morning I went down to the beach and I ran 11K. So whatever you think is impossible, really ask yourself again if that's actually true, because for me, it never really has been.
As you move towards your impossible goal, being willing to fail is something that can actually yield dividends for you. And as human beings, generally, we don't want to fail, right? We just want to do everything perfectly. We want to get it all right. There's a quote that I love that Brooke Castillo says, which is, fail for the sake of learning how to fail and learning from that failure. If you're always in that energy of curiosity and being willing to learn from your failures, then failure doesn't have to be this ugly thing that always holds you back. You fall down, you get back up.
How do you imagine you are going to feel when you have that goal already in your life? Because when you are able to create those feelings now, that's going to drive you to create that goal so much faster. That is going to be your fuel to create that goal from an energy of abundance and of having done it. Become the person that guarantees your own results. When you do that, then no goal is really impossible. And that's exactly what we teach you in Scholars, how to become that version of you.
If you join Scholars, you'll get private coaching sessions as well as written coaching. And we also have group classes every weekday where you can join and get coached and watch other people get coached and ask questions and take all of this goal setting to the next level.